I'm going to try to quickly go through some of the problems that I have with the video. First, you're attempting to make a point. Thank you, honey. You're attempting to make a point about a minority group. So right away, somebody who is going to make make statements about a group that is in the minority needs to tread carefully if they have any sense of responsibility. Secondly, the statements you are making are specifically trying to make a case against the minority group. So now you're not just speaking about them, which you could inadvertently cause problems and confusion and spread misconceptions to a sensitive group just by talking about them. You have to be careful. You have to tread carefully in those situations, which I'll elaborate on in a moment. But in this case, you're not just talking about them. You're advocating against them. And thirdly, you have brought flimsy evidence to make your case. Why then should anyone take this seriously? You have to demonstrate your premise is correct. You have to demonstrate that by building a mosque near ground zero or a community center, that it is correct to perceive this as a jerk move. You're bringing the accusations, so you have to be able to convince the listener that you are correct. It's not good enough to say that you suspect this or you think that or you might, you can't do that. It doesn't work that way. It appears to a lot of people that there's a God, but that's not proof, is it? And just because it appears like a jerk thing to you doesn't make it a jerk thing. That's your perception. And you have done very little legwork in actually establishing any of the claims that you've made about Muslims so far. Not in this latest spate, and certainly not in the original mess with the drama Muhammad Day, where you justified basically targeting a minority in the name of free speech. And yet now that people are exercising a similar freedom and doing so peacefully and their express purpose is not one to offend, you basically are hedging. You're hemming and hawing about it. You're saying, of course they have the right to, but should they? Which was basically my argument to you back when you were doing the Drama Muhammad thing. Of course you have the right to freedom of speech, but what are your responsibilities? The difference here is that in the case of the Drama Muhammad Day issue, the entire Drama Muhammad Day crusade was done for fallacious reasons. The building of this community center, its stated purpose is you have not demonstrated to be fallacious. You have not demonstrated that the community center that they are proposing to build is anything other than what they say it is.
No, just fish, Daddy.
So I just have to fish because my little girl wants me to pretend I'm fishing.